What are your grades like right now?
I'm at like a low 50s, high 40s.
That's pretty good. Do you know what the passing grade is?
Yeah, I think it's a 45, right?
You're right on.
I don't think grade matters. As you can see, I'm very a very intelligent fellow.
You're 1% above passing. That's pretty good.
I don't think they determine your success, but they're a really good predictor.
So what are your plans for after high school then?
I'm gonna be attempting to get into UWCS. With my grades, I think it's might be a bit difficult, but I think next year, if I lock in, I'll do fine.
Genetically, I'd be different from everybody else, and my experiences also make me different.
What makes you unique?
What? I benched 225.
There are other people who bench 225 for 2 reps scary.
I could do a weird thing with my pinky.
Let's see it. Have you ever seen a 16-year-old young Chinese boy bench 225?
No, Gary, you're the first. Can you do a little dance?
What? I'm not doing a little dance. Okay, I don't know what little dance is. Maybe you should do a little dance first.
Is that pretty good?
Is it okay to be fat?
Yes, in terms of like how I judge you as a person, I view everyone equally, like regardless of your weight.
Even if they're fat?
Yeah, but it's just being fat is not necessarily something that is detriment to your personality or who you are as a person. It's just more necessarily like it's a little bit less healthy than being of like a fit nature.
It's very okay to be fat, and I'm only saying this for university reasons. I want to keep my options open.
So it's not okay?
No, it is okay. Like, my whole family is fat. My best friend is also fat, so it's definitely okay.
Are you popular?
Not really.
I am not popular.
I would say no.
How about you?
I don't think so.
I think so, yeah. I have friends.
I wouldn't say so.
Nah.
Do you think being popular matters?
Definitely not. I think close friendships are what matter the most.
Do you guys think being popular matters?
Not at all.
It matters. Popularity matters because it means that you have connections. So having connections is very important.
Do you think being popular matters?
It's overrated but underrated at the same time. When you're like popular, it's kind of weird, like having a lot of people like, you know, that you can talk to, that you can be friends with, that you can know. But like if you aren't, it's also not that bad either.
Do you think popularity matters?
Nah.
Why not?
Because really don't. It doesn't matter who likes you, who doesn't like you. Just be you.
There's a lot of benefits of being popular, but I feel like there's a lot of things that can go wrong as being popular. I feel like your actions being popularized can really take a toll on what you do and what can happen in your life. So I feel like not being popular is probably the best way of living.
Do you support BLM?
What is BLM?
We've had worse riots in our countries before. This is like, it's not that bad, honestly.
Because you're from the hood.
Absolutely.
I love black people.
Do you support BLM?
They're so charismatic. I just love them.
The movement BLM, do you like that?
The movement is amazing, shining light to all the racism.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I support Black Lives Matter.
Why?
I think it's really important that like everyone's lives are like matter the same. Like this movement is pretty important to like make everything more balanced.
It basically tries to, its whole goal is to help black people have more of a voice and like better opportunities because they lack some opportunities in our like society, in our country. But, yeah.
Do you think BLM has only been good?
I feel like there has been negative things about it, yes. Overall, I feel like it's done more good than harm, yes, but I feel like there has been a bunch of negative things.
What are your thoughts about all the riots and lootings?
that's some of the major negative things. Yeah, like it shouldn't be done. Like people overdo it.
Do you think BLM has only done good in the past?
I guess.
Have you heard of BLM looting and like rioting?
No. Is it like Fortnite?
Yeah, it's like Fortnite.
Buddy, from where I'm from and from where she's from, we've had worse riots in our countries before. This is like, it's not that bad, honestly.
Light rioting.
I like rioting?
No, it's like light rioting.
It's light rioting, yeah.
Okay, because you're from the hood.
Absolutely.
Where are you from?
Well, I was raised in Mississauga, but I'm Pakistani.
What's your favorite Fortnite weapon?
Impulse grenades.
Is that like the real life impulse grenades?
I don't know, but you can knock your teammates off the map.
So light rioting is okay.
Light rioting is okay.
Okay. What do you like about black people?
I love rap music. They're really funny.
You should rap something for me right now.
Find your dreams come true. You go.
Are you pro-life or pro-choice?
I like Fortnite.
Do you support abortion?
I was supposed to be an abortion.
Oh. Are you pro-life?
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Do you support abortion?
Yeah. No.
Abortion's bad?
Yeah.
Why?
Because why are you killing the fetus?
Are you pro-life or pro-choice?
I don't really know what that means.
Oh. Do you support abortion?
I support abortion
Why?
because everyone has the right to do whatever they want.
Even killing a baby?
Yes, you're not killing a baby. You're just killing. You're not doing anything. You're just not having the responsibility of taking care of someone else.
Do you support abortion?
No,
Why not?
because one thing, the child, it could become whatever, what if your child becomes a doctor? What if your child becomes a soccer player, a soccer legend? What if you missed out on giving birth to Cristiano Ronaldo?
I would want to give birth to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't think abortion's good.
Do you support abortion?
I don't know.
Why not?
I think if you're gonna have a kid, I think you should stick through it because every life matters, and I think even if you're not gonna keep it, they deserve to live.
It's a fetus, so it's not a baby.
At what point can you not?
Maybe when you're 3 months.
Why 3 months? What quality?
It's already developed, the brain or something like that. I don't really know.
I think no matter what, I think it's always you should always keep it. Depending, I think even if people consider it a clump of cells, I think we should think about it more as what they could be rather than what it is now, because that could be a child who could live their life, and I think that matters.
What are your thoughts on transgenderism?
Transgenderism? Oh, no. Bro, get that out of here, bro. I don't want to see that, bro. I can't lie.
I don't really have a problem with it. Doesn't affect my life.
What if your kid was like, I'm a girl now?
For the sake of my digital footprint, I won't be answering this question.
What are your thoughts on trans people?
No comment.
Should trans people be able to compete in sports?
In their own category, maybe, yeah.
I think that with their own division and a separate set of rules, yeah.
What are your thoughts on trans people competing in sports?
That's crazy. I don't know if I'm, it's just crazy, bro. I remember there's UFC or some shit, and, some guy beat the shit out of a girl. And he was, apparently a girl, but he was a guy.
Yeah.
He was born with,
What are your thoughts on transgenderism in general?
Keep them. They're great. I support them fully.
Okay.
It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a hallucination. I actually saw him.
Is God real?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you think that?
Because I don't believe in God.
I don't know. I think it would be cool. I think there should be a God, but I'm not sure if there is. I feel like there's a lot of mistakes for there to be one, but you never know.
Yes, he is very much indeed.
Why do you think that?
Because just based on how we see the world, if you look into the sky, the broadness of it, everything is created. It can't just be by chance. God has to be true. And in my own personal life, I have experienced God, so I know that he is true, and Jesus Christ is Lord and he is God.
Perhaps.
Why perhaps?
I think it depends on the person.
Objectively, is he real?
Sure.
Well, there's so many problems everywhere. So I feel like if there was a God, would there be less mistakes? Are all the mistakes there for a reason? I think, for example, war and there's a lot of problems. So I think they're probably, I don't know. I think there could be or there could not be.
How have you experienced God in your life?
So in the past, through a rough season in my life, I have essentially broken down, and he has touched me in such a way that, it was very heartfelt. And at that moment, when I closed my eyes, I saw a vision of Jesus. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a hallucination. I actually saw him legit consciously on my bed, in my bed. I was just lying down and I just saw him, and it was a supernatural experience for me.
Why do you say that?
That's a good question. Probably because I'm Muslim.
Okay, well, why are you Muslim? What leads you to believe God's real and all that?
I guess, in my belief, there's a lot of women empowerment and stuff, and I believe in that. So.
You're Muslim for women empowerment. What makes you personally think it?
There's the Quran and stuff, which is something I believe in.
In the Quran, there's been multiple, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there's been multiple times where it's proven a science fact that's later been revealed.
Why did you choose Christianity instead of being Muslim or any other religion?
That's a good question. A big part of it has to be my family raised me up as a Christian, and that's how I got into it. But of course, it's not necessarily based on how your parents raised you. It is your own relationship with Christ that makes you Christian, and that is essentially what he's done for me.
What's the main thing stopping you from believing in God right now?
There's nothing really stopping, mostly science, because I feel there's a lot of proven stuff where it's the Big Bang Theory. It's you don't know because there's all this proof, but I don't know. I wouldn't say there's anything particularly stopping me. I think a lot, and so yeah.
Is religion good for society?
Used to be.
It isn't anymore?
Nope.
Does religion do more good than harm?
Oh yeah, it does. I see that it does, yeah. When people have something to follow, us as humans, we need something to follow, and when you're, let's say, atheist, you don't really have a purpose in life. You just see that everything was made by mistake, and religion only teaches good stuff, don't steal, help the poor, stuff like that.
If everybody keeps to themselves, then everything should be fine, but it's the problems where people go out and force it onto other people, and I think that's where the problems occur.
Does religion do more good than harm?
Yes, I think that religion is a crucial part in this day and age, and a lot of people religion is a good guideline for most people because it helps them stay focused and stay on a good track.
I think it does more good than harm because I feel it gives you a sense of how to go about your day-to-day life, how to kind of do everything that it tells you how to live your life, and I think it gives more structure to your life.
Yes, I believe so. Because I think even if there's different religions and things that people believe in, it unites people towards a common goal.
Praying won't really do anything anymore.
not anymore. Never did anything. Praying at all like doesn't have any effect on like, the world.
Do you think in the past, historically, religions have done more good than bad?
I would say it's a toss-up. I don't know the exact number, but it's debatable. Depends what religion we're talking about.
Okay, how about Christianity?
I don't know much about the Christianity.
How do you account for all the bad things that religion has done or religious people have done?
I think there are very extremist religious group, but I would not account that as a part of the religion because there are religious group as in that do harmful stuff, but that when you look at the religion, there's nothing in the religion that says those things are good. In fact, they say that those things are very bad.
What do you think about white people wearing dreadlocks?
If you're trying to do it to look cool or something, then I think that's not the way to do it.
Aren't all haircuts to look cool?
Some are to look nice. If you're trying to do it to look cool.
Like you want to look like a gangster, then you shouldn't wear it.
Yeah, that's probably racist.
Yeah, that's probably racist.
Yeah.
And I'm not racist.
Me neither.
It's about intention, right? So cultural appropriation can also happen accidentally. There are people that aren't well informed. We think that everybody should be as well informed as us, and that's true. But some people just don't get the education that they should. Like, for instance, America. Of course, they said that they are very diverse, but how many times do they learn about culture? Not much. So that's how cultural appropriation happens, through miscommunicated and misinterpreted signs of, oh, this stereotype exists. Well, I'm not going to follow that, but I see a lot of people wearing this, so I'm going to wear it too.
How can one race own a hairstyle?
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? So I'm half Filipino, half Persian. So I guess I'm biracial in some way. I don't really feel too culturally connected to my culture. I feel like I've really been whitewashed for the most part. I only speak English. I'm kind of very westernized. So when it comes to even viewing my own culture, sometimes I feel like I'm appropriating my own culture by celebrating some of the things I celebrate, I'm
gonna sing a song, right? This isn't cultural appropriation. I learned this song from my best Chinese friend, all right? 竹尾花飘飘，北风招招. Thank you.
I loved that.
Love
Where are
too.
you from?
I'm from Iran. I'm born there. I've been all around the world, so I know what culture looks like.
Beautiful.
Amazing.